Hey everybody, this is Carl from Kidology.org, and I am so excited to tell you about the Great Escape. You can get it at Kidology.org/Great Escape. Now, I created this for Easter, but this can be used any time of the year because it is really just an escape room for kids' church that goes through the whole life of Jesus. So it doesn't matter if it's Christmas, doesn't matter if it's Easter, doesn't matter what time of year it is an experience for kids to learn the gospel, learn the whole story of Jesus's life, and do it in a really fun way. So here's the way it works. The kids are locked in the room. No, not literally. In fact, I made a joke on Sunday that, any of the kids who can't escape on Easter Sunday, they'll just get stuck in the room forever. And they got a little worried. And I said, no, I'm just kidding. The doors will be unlocked. And, we joked about there'll be a door of shame for those who aren't able to escape. And then the leaders all got wide-eyed at me. And I said, I'm just kidding. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So there's going to be 9 stations in the room. The kids will be in small groups with a leader. They can go to the stations in any order. And each of the stations is going to have a really fun challenge. Some are going to be a physical challenge. Some are going to be a puzzle. Some are going to be a quick game. But at each of those stations, they're going to have some kind of an activity that revolves around a segment in Jesus's life. Now, some are going to be a fun little puzzle, like there's a word search that goes through characters in the Christmas story, and it's a word search that they'll do together. Not every kid have a puzzle. They'll just do one big puzzle together. And of course, I have an answer key for the leaders. But at one station, for the dove descending on Jesus, they'll actually make a little origami bird, and they'll work on that together. At the cross, there's a tangram puzzle that you'll print on cardstock. This is actually a take-home that you can give the kids to take home and cut out and have the puzzle at home. I'm actually having one of my volunteers who's a wood crafter actually make us a 3-foot big one out of redwood, and we'll have it on a table because we just really want it to be extra cool. For the disciples, there's a crossword puzzle that they fill out, but those are the only paper ones. The rest are going to be physical, fun challenges. And then at each station, the kids are going to get a puzzle piece, all right? And each puzzle piece has something from the life of Jesus, whether it is the cross, whether it is Jesus lost in the temple, where they're going to run around the room looking for young Jesus, or whether it is Nicodemus coming to Jesus, and that's where John 3:16, the gospel is going to tie in, or whether, of course, it is the resurrection, you can't leave that out, or whether it is the baptism of Jesus, or Jesus walking on the water, where they say truly he is the Son of God, and of course the ascension. When they get all 9 pieces, the goal is to escape, right? We want to escape this earth eventually, and we want to go to heaven. So they're going to take all 9 of those pieces at the end, and they're going to form a puzzle. And this puzzle is, they have to put the pieces in order because they've gone to the stations out of order. And the little hint is it says the Great Escape. So when they put those letters in order and the events of Jesus' life in order, then after they tape it together and flip it over, there is the solution, all right, where Jesus answered, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but by me. That is the escape phrase. All they have to do is, as a group, you can have them memorize it if you want, but they go as a group and they say the escape phrase, because that is the phrase, that is the gospel. When you understand that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father but by him, that's how we escape the consequences of sin. That's how we get saved. That's how we get to go to heaven. And the coolest thing about all this is they end up with a great little souvenir, because as they take this home, along with some other souvenirs, they'll get a John 3:16 little souvenir. They'll have their origami bird souvenir. They'll have their tangram cross, and we're going to give them a little bag to put everything in. But they go home with this, and they can review with their parents what activity or puzzle they did at each stage of the life of Jesus. And of course, they can share with their parents the good news that Jesus is the way, the truth, the life, and no one comes to the Father but by him. So I'm looking forward. We're doing this on Easter Sunday. You can do it anytime you want, year round. You can help your kids to go through the great escape, discover the whole life of Jesus from his birth all the way to the ascension, and I hope you're going to have a lot of fun with it. So go to kidology.org/great escape. It's fully downloadable. There's some supplies you have to get, like TP, because for the resurrection, they're going to wrap their leader up in toilet paper, 3 rolls for the 3 days that Jesus was in the tomb. There's some other fun games and activities they're going to do. They're going to have a blast, but they're going to learn the story of Jesus. They're going to learn the gospel, and they're going to escape Kids Church on whatever Sunday that you do this. All right? Thanks for going to Kidology, where you're always going to find lots of great creative ideas to help your kids learn the Bible, learn the gospel, and how they can live for Jesus. Thanks for watching.